Hi friends, it's Mary Beth from maryberrystudio and welcome back to another one of my videos. You guys may have noticed that this video looks a little bit different compared to my other videos, and that is because I'm in a brand new place. I just moved. I have lots of space now, and I'm now actually filming on a desk instead of a picnic table with contact paper on it, so big upgrade there. I'm also filming in my very own room, which is dedicated to everything I do online, including my shop, but also mainly so I can stay up into those wee hours of the night studying for my nursing exams, because I am very, very guilty of doing that. But anyway, today we are going to be planning for the month of November. I also want to give a quick shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, but I'll speak more about that later. So for November, I went for an autumn, I don't know how to say that, a more neutral palette. I wanted to focus more on browns and the vibe of those brown crunchy leaves that I really like to step on when I'm walking to class, which isn't really that often, but yes. I thought this theme would be perfect because I have plenty of stickers and washi tapes that are more vintagey looking and that very aesthetic vibe that a lot of people like, including myself. The internet is also filled with photos of nature during the fall season, so I grabbed all my photos from Unsplash, which is a website that supports photographers, and I'll have a link to all the photos that I use down below. The markers that I'm also using today are the Tombow dual brush pens in the colors 992, which is a pale brown color, and 912, which is a peachy orange color. I wanted to try to keep my color palette more dark with browns and dark grays, but this peachy Tombow dual brush pen kind of sent it in a different direction, like a more warmer color palette, which is completely fine. What I normally plan out in my head for a bullet journal theme never really seems to match whatever is actually on the page. I have a very go with the flow kind of style, and during my Plan With Me videos, you'll see me jump around constantly between like placing photos, adding washi tape, then maybe going back and placing more photos, and then I might write something, go back to washi tape. I'm kind of everywhere. Oh, and I almost forgot. The candle that I have in the corner here is called Pumpkin Spice Latte. I honestly forget where I got it from, but it smells like a dream, and I love having it lit right now while I'm journaling. It's just so serene and amazing. It's one of those wood-wick candles that make like a crackling sound when they're lit, so it's like having a tiny campfire on my desk, and I'm just enjoying it so much. I'm kind of bummed though because it doesn't have like much of a smell to it when it's actually lit, and that might just because I've had it for like 5 years and I never lit it because I feel like I can only light expensive candles when it's like special, so whatever that means. I also want to take a second to shout out the sticker shops that I have shown in this little frame right here. On the left, those little I guess you call them line art or line abstract art. They're by @SunsetSheSaid on Instagram. She makes really aesthetic stationery and stickers. Like, it's next level. And then on the top right is @ProcrastinatorCo. I love Lily. She's a sweetheart. I don't think she makes these particular stickers anymore, but she still has some really rad stuff on her shop. I'll link them both down below. I also want to take a moment to shout out today's sponsor, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives such as yourself can come together with millions of other people to take the next step in their creative journey. Most classes are under 60 minutes, and they're even broken down into short lessons, so it's a really easy way to work in some creativity in your day-to-day life. Personally, I really like unwinding the night with a Skillshare class. I'm also really excited to watch Andy J. Pizza's new class called Finding Your Style, 5 Exercises to Unlock Your Creative Identity. I really love his podcasts. I watched them all the time last year, so when he said that he was doing a Skillshare class, I got super excited. So if you guys are interested in exploring new skills and getting lost in some creativity, the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description box below will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership, and after that, it's just $10 a month of an annual subscription. Alrighty, so moving back into the Plan With Me video, I am writing out my goals for this month, and I wanted to try doing a little bit of cursive because I feel like it just, I don't know, makes a page look more cozy, I guess. I don't know, maybe. My cursive is a little bit rough, so please don't judge me. I'm also putting in an important date section, which is in the bottom left-hand corner of this spread, and I went ahead and started filling that in because as soon as I wrote out important dates, everything that I need to do in November just kind of started flooding into my brain, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start writing this down now. I feel like it's also only appropriate to do a little bit of planning in a Plan With Me video. I know most of us bullet journal video YouTubers, we just kind of do like the skeleton of our monthly spreads, but we don't actually do any planning. Is that weird? I feel like it kind of is, but anyway, on my tangent, I have a lot to do in November. I'm in nursing school currently, and it is kicking my butt. It is my first semester, and in October, actually the end of September, I had an exam in every single class within, oh boy, living in the city is very loud. So I had an exam in every single class within the time frame of like 3 days, and I also moved right after those exams were over, so like I was like dead the end of September, the beginning of October, so I want to do more planning for November in the way of I want to be prepared and do a lot more studying before an exam, like study a little bit every night. That way I'm not as overwhelmed when it is exam season or whenever I have something really big I gotta do. It's better to take small chunks of a task, break it up, and just make it more manageable, because doing those study all day for like 10 hours it just ain't it. It's very overwhelming and the burnout is intense. I also opted for my more simple calendar spread for this month, mainly just because it was just faster to do and it's a little bit more simple and straightforward. I can really only write like one thing or two things per day, so it's a little less overwhelming to look at it rather than a full huge calendar. And then in the bottom right hand corner, I just wrote a kind of a little note to myself that just said, sweet love, you're doing just fine, because we're doing good. We've made it this far into 2020. It's almost over, and you're doing a great job. We're both doing a great job. And yeah, pat yourself on the back. I think that we really do deserve it. After writing out this quote, I just added a little bit of sparkles and some accent lines to the photos that I had printed out, and just filling in some empty spaces in this spread. I feel like it's adding just a little something extra to the spread and makes it more maximal, which is what I like. I really like a busy, organized spread, and adding sparkles does just that. As I am wrapping up the spread, I just want to say to you guys that I hope that you're finding some time to yourself, that you are resting and also enjoying some sunlight, because it's almost daylight savings time and we're really gonna need that sunshine, because we're probably still gonna be in quarantine for a little longer, hopefully only a little. But also get a flu shot, please, I beg of you. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed this plan with me, and that you like how it turned out. If you did, be sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you want to. All of my social media is linked down below. I also have a Patreon where I create printables and mail stickers to people's door every single month if you want to check that out. Shout out to all my patrons. You guys rock. I also just put up holiday themed sticker sheets up on my sticker shop, which is maryberrystudio.com if you're interested in getting some. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Happy November. I hope it's a good one for you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.